Light Up Foundation, a non-profit, non-governmental organisation based in the United Kingdom, is seeking to break the Guinness World Record by building the largest canvas bag in the world. The organisers have kicked off the invention exercise in Lagos and are expected to travel through 30 countries until the bag is fully assembled. Our correspondent, Temitope Fagbemi, reports.
Young children, students and even the elderly gather at the auditorium of the Anglican Girls Grammar School in Surulere, Lagos. They are here to participate in making history, building the largest canvas bag in the world. To kickstart the event, organizers ask the audience to move outside the hall to the school field. The executive director of Light Up Foundation, Mrs. Olashubumi Iginlaino, explains what the project is all about.
What we are going to be doing is we are going to replicate a larger version of this exact bag. And the height of our bag will be 9.36 meters. The width of our bag will be 10.32 meters. And the depth of our bag will be 2.64 meters. The handle of our bag, the width of it will be 14.4 meters. And the height of it will be 0.6 meters.
Then the designers get to work with the help of students, measuring and cutting the materials to the required Guinness World Record specification. And then the tailors take over.
I'm 100% confident to make the bag, and under 8 to 9 hours to deliver the bag completely.
Meanwhile, students who are part of this record-breaking event share their experience.
Feels very exciting, very fun. I feel very honored to be part of an international project to help other kids.
Making something that is going to be worldwide. So I feel so great and honored.
According to the organizers of this exercise, tagged the Bag of Hope, some world leaders have also indicated their interest in being part of the historic project.
The concept of the bag, you have to lift a bag up. So we are saying that we want to lift up all these children, and the handle will be designed by at least 10 world leaders.
After we've made the bag here today, we are going to divide it because I need to take some of it to the UK and other parts of the world. Some volunteers are already indicating different countries that they would like to take the Bag of Hope to. We're going to leave a part in Nigeria that will be taken to different schools and different youth groups in Nigeria. The whole essence of the idea of the vision is that a child would have the opportunity to put a sequence on that bag after we have drawn what the design would look like at the end of the day.
There is so much excitement in the air as all the people gathered here participate in this record-breaking event, and it is hoped that if the previous record is eventually broken, it will help bring succor to children all over the world who have been affected by war and famine. Temitope Fagbemi reporting for Channels Television News.
Some residents of Ogun State in southwest of Nigeria, particularly those who make use of kerosene, made a sigh of relief. This is because they can now purchase the product at 50 naira per litre at NNPC stations across the state. At an exercise monitored in Shagamu, the residents commended the efforts of the present administration in its efforts to ensure that kerosene is made available to Nigerians.
Kerosene, a major component in domestic cooking in recent times, has been in short supply, and the absence of it has forced many housewives to seek alternatives at the detriment of the environment. This time around, the sale of this essential commodity at the controlled price of 50 naira per litre by the management of NNPC has brought succor to hundreds of residents who long for this commodity.
Before it come to 600, so we bought it at a rate of 900, which was, no, 905 liters, which was, we are very sad at that time. But now that it has come to 50 naira, we don't want the one that it will be only today only. We want it to be continuously be 50 naira.
Residents obviously happy with this development, however say continuity is what the people really need.
The most important thing is that the frequency, because if we sell today and it takes another 6 months before we can get it, it is it is not okay. So if it can come probably on monthly basis, so that people will have today, and because if some people buy today, we cannot satisfy everybody. So some people can come tomorrow, next tomorrow, and thereabouts. So I want to implore the management of NNPC PPMC to ensure that this thing comes on regular basis. If we are giving, I want to assure you we will sell at 15 naira per litre.
While government is doing this, the activities of middlemen who ensure artificial scarcity of the product should be monitored and checked by relevant government authorities before the good effects of this gesture by the government could be felt by the people.
Commuters travelling from Enugu and other parts of the southeast through Anambra State are currently facing difficulty owing to the state of 3 strategic federal roads in Anambra State. The flyover bridge and service lanes at Umpo, new motor spare parts market, access has been ravaged by erosion, leaving just one service lane to bear the brunt of the heavy traffic there. Other affected areas are the Njaba Bridge and the road at Ihiala.
The flyover at the Umpo New Parts Market greets one with an unpleasant sight. Part of the bridge and a service lane cut off by erosion which has eaten deep into its structure. The construction of the bridge was completed in 2013.
Road safety, they said that the bridges has collapsed, that there's no more road. So I thought it was a joke. So on reaching there, I saw it was true. There was go slow at everywhere, even from here to Toll Gate.
Residents fear for their lives and those of unsuspecting commuters.
People that will come in the night will not know that such a thing is happening, and they will damage their life just like that.
But security agents have moved in to ensure no life is lost.
We've diverted the traffic away from the bad road, and you can see traffic has to move in a slow way.
It's now an added responsibility to us. We appeal to members of public to try to exercise patience and be law-abiding and listen to the security agencies who will be directing them, because they will always be there in uniform on 24-hour basis.
The governor of the state, Willie Obiano, after inspecting the extent of damage, orders palliative measures to begin immediately, but admits that the work would be too much for Anambra State to tackle alone.
We don't have the resources as a state to pursue this program aggressively, and I have the promise, if you will, of the president to look into this.
From Umpo, the governor visits a second ravaged area at Ihiala, where there have been some measures to save the situation. The last port of call is Njaba Bridge, which is on the verge of collapse. In the event that the federal government does not intervene as quickly as the state government would like, the situation might still be salvaged to a certain extent if the state receives its allocations from the federal government.
In business news now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the NNPC, has reported a total loss of 437.89 billion naira in its operations between January and September 2015. In a financial statement just released by the National Oil Corporation, the month of September ended with a net loss of 59.4 billion naira, a slightly better performance over 60.6 billion naira posted in August. At the NNPC terms its overall expenses from 207.2 billion naira in August to 171.9 billion in the month of September. The NNPC report, however, shows the corporation continues to suffer operational losses from its 4 refineries located in Kaduna, Port Harcourt and in Warri. The monthly data reveals net loss from the refineries higher by 4.1 billion naira in September at 11.38 billion naira against the loss of 6.57 billion naira reported in the previous month. As more investors ask for more transparent disclosure from companies, the Securities and Exchange Commission explains that as part of its plans to expand the deepened Nigerian financial market, it is fine-tuning a corporate governance scorecard to assess the quality of Nigeria's public companies on an annual basis. This is coming from the Commission's Head of Financial Standards and Corporate Governance, Edward Okolo. Mr. Okolo explains that the Commission is engaging more companies and adopting collaborative regulation.
At the moment, the investing public is demanding for greater reporting. And you are aware that if you have a transparent reporting system, one of the aims, one of the things it will do is to help the market. Nigeria is an investment destination, and investors are asking for more disclosures, more information, transparent information. So we want to make companies more accountable. The way we regulate now is that more of collaborative regulation, where we bring in companies to show them what we do, the way we assess them, so there is nothing hidden. When you're looking at platforms for value optimization, the annual general meeting is one. So if companies know and the shareholders know how to better source informed decision, you'll find that that platform will be better utilized.
1.358 billion shares were exchanged by investors in this week just ended in 14,772 deals valued at 14.722 billion naira as investors digested third quarter corporate earnings described as largely disappointing. Market birth came in negative as 12 equities appreciated in price during the week as against 51 price depreciators. The top 3 percentage gainers for the week are Fitson Healthcare with 13.67, Dangote Sugar with 8.29, and Continental Reinsurance with 5.26. On the flip side, Owando was the top percentage loser, down 39.66 to close at 6 naira and 1 kobo. This followed by Learn Africa down 19.75 to end the week at 65 kobo. And UAC Property Development Company lost 17.97% to close at 7 naira and 3 kobo. Financial services stocks led the activity chart. The conglomerates industry followed, and the consumer goods industry is third. At the end of the week, the all-share index and market capitalization depreciated by 2.78% to close at 29,177.72 and 10.028 trillion naira, respectively. And still ahead on the news at 10, Nigeria's Golden Eaglets ready to confront Brazil in the quarterfinals of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. That's on Sports News. Join us again.